Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Taru and today it is time for my 7th update for Panthos eyeshadows for 2024. And this project was created by Alexandra Sjösten many years ago, and I have been doing it for many years as well. This year I'm working on 4 randomized eyeshadows and my goal is always to hit pan on before I roll anything new in. I skipped last month's update because it wasn't a very good, but today it's super good. It is really good. So first up, the eyeshadow that has been here for many months. We have a pan, so this is just a single Revolution eyeshadow that I just repressed into a magnetic pan. But yeah, we finally have pan. It took me 3 uses since the last update, so we're now at 14. So finally after many months, I think it has been 5 months already. Yeah, but like I said, I will hit pan however long it takes. So this guy is finally leaving the project. Then 2-3 months ago, I mean, yeah, I've been skipping updates as well, so I have no idea like how long they've actually been here, but we have another shade from this palette, and it is this guy over here, Moss, and there is a nice shiny pan. So Moss took me 15 uses, and that is 9 since the last update. So yeah, it was way more hard pressed than, like, this was easier to hit pan than I thought, and this is just such a pale color that I use quite a lot of it, and still it took way longer. Or not way longer, I mean 15 uses is still, that's good. Like, it's, yeah, we've all seen the shadows that just don't go anywhere, so it wasn't that, but yeah, it's on my eyes today as a first transition. Yeah, 15 uses, and this one is rolling out. We'll see if the palette comes back, because obviously there are a lot of shadows in that. But then last update I was able to roll in 2 new shadows, and first one comes from this Colourpop Boot Sport palette, and this is perfect for autumn. And look at that, I was not expecting to have pan in a Colourpop shadow, and believe it or not, it took me only 6 uses, but that was every time all over the lid, plus then in the inner corner with a smaller brush. So yeah, it is a very soft shadow, and I had previous uses on it, at least 5 I'm sure, because yeah, that's one of my faves in this palette. So yeah, only 6 uses in this project, and we have pan. So exciting. 3 out of 4 so far. The last shadow comes from the Magic Mini from Juvia's Place, and the shade is Aja. We have pan as well. Yeah, actually this one and this guy I hit pan yesterday doing this exact same look. I have this guy in my crease as well. It has some sheen in it, but I can still use it in the crease. So I was like, amazing, but then I ran out of light and couldn't film. But yeah, now I'm also chasing the light because the sun is about to go down. But yeah, this one took me 13 uses, and the pan is super small because I used a very dense brush to use it on my outer corners and low lash line, and then a few times a bit more fluffier brush on in the crease. I actually did use it as a liner a couple of times, I think. So it works a lot of ways. But yeah, 13 uses and we have pan. So we will be rolling a totally new color story for the last months. I will probably be ending this in the middle of December, maybe later part of December, so that I can refresh in January. I like to do that, but we'll see. 2 months. I'm gonna be away for good chunks, I think, so you never know what's gonna happen. But first, let's talk pan percentage, because that is my main motivator for using my eyeshadows. Hitting pan and seeing my pan percentage go up. 2 months ago, because I missed an update, but I haven't been wearing that much makeup, I had 218 pans and the pan percentage was 43.5. Now, I realized that my spreadsheet wasn't totally accurate. There were some shadows that are not in my collection anymore, and yeah, actually the total number of eyeshadows was wrong. And I was like, should I just leave it until the end of the year? But then I was like, no, I removed them. So yeah, it might have messed up the percentages a little bit. But now I have 223 pans. So that is 5 since the last update. And now my pan percentage is 45. So we got up 1.5% from 2 months ago. That is exciting. My goal, like my dream goal for this year, was to hit 50%. I don't think I can do it, but I'm gonna still try. A lot of that depends on what we will be rolling in now. So let's do that. The number of eyeshadows that I can roll into this project is 269. Let's clear the history so I don't think I'm gonna remember all 4. This was just, I didn't do that yet. Okay, 9, that's an old one. 262, I believe it's from the Antidote palette. 101 and 137. So the first one was 9. So that comes from the Naked Chocolate palette. Let's see if that might be a dark brown. It might mess up with, or like be super similar to my Panda palette. Let's see, 137 would be the next. 137 comes from the After Party, my second largest palette that hasn't been here in a while, so I have no idea what shade that is from that palette. Then we had 171 and 262. Okay, I should. 171 comes from 171. Ooh, that comes from the Romantic Nomad palette. And 262 is obviously this guy, shade called Fall. Sounds appropriate for this time of year, but I'm not gonna check this quite yet. Or should we? In case it's, let's see what Fall is. In case it is something I can't use. Okay. Yep. I don't think it's similar to anything in my Panda palette, so that's gonna be the first shadow. Definitely a fall color, and at this time of year I don't mind. Oh, it has some pink in it. It's coming more orange on the screen. I do need to hurry because we are running out of light. And yes, let's just in case, randomize one more, in case I'm right with the dark brown. 60. What would that be? 60 comes from the light and shade, and that's a cool brown. That's not gonna work, because that is definitely similar. Okay, one more, just in case. 126. That's also from the After Party palette. I'll have to see. I'll grab the palettes and then see what's going on. Okay, I have a stack of palettes with me. So obviously first one from the Antidote is already here. And then from this palette, we randomized this guy, and that is pretty much the same shade that's left in my Panda palette. So I'm not gonna roll that one in. So we're gonna take the one I rolled just in case. And first I rolled this KVD dupe palette, and the brush is going everywhere. And I thought that the cool brown would be too similar, but it's actually this guy over here, and that is not similar at all. This is lighter, so we're gonna go with this. This also happens to have a very nice pan, so, or is it still too similar? I think this is still lighter than the one in my palette. Okay, well, in case they turn out to be too similar, we do have the backup and the actual shade that was rolled from this palette. I have repressed stuff in here, so this is not how it's supposed to look originally, and this is what we got as a shade. So this for sure I'm gonna be working with, and this is also a very nice full shade. It has slight tinge of green in it, so that should work. And then in case I decide that this is too similar, the next I rolled in was this guy. But I do have still warm browns as well in my palette, so I think this is actually something that could work with the Panda palette shade as a like lighter one. And then this is, it's a not the same color but similar, we'll see. But that's then the backup shade still. But yeah, this is for sure coming in. I have not used it much. These are decently deep pans, so we'll see. But the shimmer formula is quite soft, so we'll see. And then the last one that there was no hassle with comes from this BH Romantic Nomad, and it is this green over here, and that is not similar to anything. So let's swatch this guy. And there it is. So it doesn't look that green on camera, but for some reason the camera doesn't do well with color saturation. But anyway, that would be all our fall color story. Very different from the last one, but I think this works together, and I think it works with my Panda palette as well, so I hope it's okay. Now I'm second guessing myself. Let's put the other brown next to, so then we'll see. We'll see whatever I choose to do, but this is also a bit similar to, yeah, the one in my Panda palette. It's a bit less yellow, but still. I will probably go with this one, and to be honest, there is not that much left in my Panda palette. So yeah, of the dark brown. This I have plenty. Okay, I am definitely losing light and I'm getting hungry, and that's it. Let's go with that, because to be totally honest, this will not take me a lot of uses to heat pan on, so it shouldn't even interfere with my Panda palette that much, even if they are similar. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Next time you will hear if I was able to use them together and they looked different or not. But yeah, exciting update. Appropriate for fall. Hopefully I will hit pan on these soon, and maybe I can roll in something next time as well. We'll see. I will try my best. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.